I will be sharing with you what we eat in a week based on our once a month shopping
Hi, my
trip.
name is Johnny.
Say hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hello. I have really been wanting to do this for a long time. I can see like our Tribe of Many and other YouTube channels do this. I just like to see it not just in a one video, but kind of how it's broken up week by week and day by day. And recently, our small footprint, who is in Australia, has really been helpful in showing the videos of, you've never been to Australia, no. Really just kind of breaking it down to the visual for us just to kind of see how this would work. And because you can read about it, but until you see it in action, especially for a large family, it's just information. Okay, so today is Sunday. It is Sunday, May 1st. I love how that worked out. That just makes this OCD heart or type A heart, whatever you want to call me, happy. So for breakfast, we did some leftover oatmeal cake. I'm pretty sure I've done a recipe on that before. I will leave it linked down below if I did. But it's just leftover oatmeal, and then I put some coconut, some dates, just a few, and some walnuts in there. So that was breakfast. We have church, so it was cut it up, eat it, head out the door. Don't forget Mom's coffee on the way out. For lunch, we're also doing leftovers. Sunday is my leftover day. It's usually my big work day. I am a virtual assistant, which means I have a lot of online work to do, and I try to use Sundays to prepare the week ahead due to homeschooling, babysitting, and all of that other stuff that I have to do on a daily basis. So anything that I can get done beforehand for computer work, oh, and not to mention YouTube videos, it's so helpful if I could just use Sunday to do that. Daddy is home, so Daddy can help with kids and all of that. And we don't have anybody coming over and anything else to do, so that's why I do Sundays. So leftovers for today are going to be some leftover chicken that I cooked a few days ago, and that's pretty much all the leftovers that we have. So I knew leftover chicken wasn't going to be enough, and I don't really have a lot of greens right now because I haven't done the shopping trip yet. So we are doing KFC bowls. I've seen these around, and I was like, let's try it because I do have a ton of canned corn thanks to our food truck hauls. So I pulled out some canned corn. I have some bone broth from the Aldi haul, the chicken bone broth in the Aldi haul that should be up already. My daughter did not like it all. She prefers my homemade bone broth. So I was like, I have this opened broth, let's use it up. So I made some gravy with it, and we're gonna put that on top of potatoes that I got from the food truck and this chicken, and we're gonna make KFC bowls or whatever you want to call them. So that will be lunch. I am on day 3 or 4. They all start running together of a migraine, and today is a little bit lighter than what the other days have been. I think my daughter is taking pity on me, and so she took on the migraine for me because she woke up with one. We have had a lot of storms, and I think just the pressure, the air pressure, barometric pressure, whatever it's called, is just causing some of us that are more sensitive to that to have migraines. All that to say, I had an anniversary, and the idea or the goal on my anniversary was to make some beef broccoli for my husband. That's his favorite, and it's kind of a treat to use beef because it's so expensive. And so I had a bit defrosted, and it was a beef that I got on clearance, and I just popped it into the freezer, so it has to be cooked today. So definitely going to make the beef broccoli today. There's enough for 2 meals, so I'll have to cook all that beef up because now it's been defrosted. But there's definitely enough for 2 meals on that. So that will be dinner. So there won't be like a lighter dinner for today, Sunday. And then also it's lunchtime, and my daughter has a new job for the month of May. So every Monday she's going to go and help another mama out. And that means my helper for our busy Mondays, because we typically will have extra kids on a certain Monday, or on Monday, she won't be here. So she is meal prepping herself. She's making some sourdough biscuits and getting some meal prep done. And that's also... Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on today. I will share with you what we've got done, but I wanted to kind of open this video up, show you what we have for breakfast, and let's get into the rest of this video. Okay, so dinner is ready tonight. I made the beef broccoli, and I ended up just making the whole beef thing. It's 2 pounds, which is actually what the recipe called for, was 2 pounds, and I usually just kind of cut it down. But anyway, I figured any leftovers will be helpful for this week. So, and then I can kind of portion some out to send with my husband to work because we have no other leftovers. And then the rice is in here, so we'll just dish it out with rice. And I have 2 cucumbers cut up and on the table for extra greens. And that's what's going to be for dinner. Monday, we are having this, this is the quick oats for breakfast. I have 2 kids, let's see, 2 of us that didn't get any. So my daughter had to get to work early this morning and she just didn't want to eat that early. And then I didn't really want to eat breakfast this morning either. I don't often eat breakfast. I just, well, yeah, I've mentioned that in several videos. So we have about 2 portions left here of breakfast. I'm just going to pop it into the fridge. And that was what was for breakfast. And this is going to be an upcoming video, so stay tuned. I think I forgot to share what we had for lunch. It was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on a picnic outside because it's such a beautiful day and I have a lot of kids here. So peanut butter and jelly was easy, and it is also part of this other video that is coming. I sound like I'm trying to plug this other video, but I'm hoping it'll be interesting and helpful for those of you on a tight budget out there, so it is forthcoming because I'm going to keep talking about it. But dinner is not part of that, so stay tuned. I knew some of my friends would really enjoy seeing what I made here, so I thought I would share. So I picked some dead nettle, some dandelion green, or dandelion flowers I should say, and a little bit of purple violets. And I just made this tea with it. Everything I read said not to overdo the red nettle, so I was told to be careful. Okay. And that's been steeping for a bit. And I thought it would go really nicely with my echinacea honey that I got from another YouTube channel's shop. I'll leave it linked down below, but I'm just going to put a little bit of honey in here. Ooh, the smell on this, even though it's from the peppermint family, I think it's going to be a strong tea, but I could really use something strong right now. Takes some getting used to. Very strong earthy taste. Okay, here's what's for dinner. We had some sweet potatoes that really needed to be used up, so I did that. I have some fish that also really needed to be used up, so I made that. I have some beets in here from the Misfit box. If you haven't seen that video, it's forthcoming. And then these were the tops we managed to save. The yellow beet tops were pretty good. The red beet tops went for bunny food. And then this is that salad, so we're going to have that tonight, and that will be for dinner. And then I made this as a dessert, which is just mainly using this up and making kind of like a crumble. And that's what's for dinner and for dessert. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I went to try a new food truck haul today, and I forgot to tell my oldest what everybody could have for breakfast, which I had prepared. So it looks like, oh my, looks like we had some milk and cereal for breakfast while Mom was gone. Alright, here's a real life look at momhood. Lunchtime, McDonald's. I have a last minute dental appointment that got rescheduled to 20 minutes from now. And lunch wouldn't be gone for another hour. So we did McDonald's, compliments of Uncle Sam. And I've got an eldest one that has a migraine, so she's sleeping. And another kid that is not feeling so good himself, so this just made it easier for the babysitter. Okay, Tuesday evening dinner, we are having bean and rice casserole, topped with some, this is the beet tops, and some onion and garlic, some cilantro, and apparently this young man is going to have some blueberries, or blackberries. Well, it's been a hot mess of a week. Today is Friday, and I know I didn't film any of yesterday's food. So the bread that you will have seen in Wednesday of last week's food truck haul, and with that comes the food that the couple gave us, those big old loaves of bread. So I set them aside to make room in the freezer, forgot all about them, so they defrosted, so we had to cook all 5 loaves. So pretty much yesterday was loaves of bread as well as today, because the kids just aren't feeling that great. Chicken pox is no joke, but I'm weird, and I'm glad we're getting it all into our systems and out. So that being said, the kids pretty much ate bread yesterday and bone broth with pasta noodles in it. And that's pretty much all they wanted. My husband and I and the well kid, we've just been eating any leftovers that we have in the fridge, because food is not getting eaten right now, other than stuff that I hadn't planned. So I had no intentions on going to the store whatsoever. However, I need some tea really badly. So I will be,
I need some tea too.
I know you want some tea. Anyway, so I will be going to the store and picking up some tea and popsicles, most likely, because throat hurts. I know, you're so excited. That was the other thing we've been doing. We've been doing a ton of smoothies as well, because it just feels really good on the throats. What they wanted. So that was yesterday lunch. Today for breakfast, Friday, I pulled out some of the leftover oatmeal that I had from Wednesday that nobody ate as much of, and kids are just eating that one. So for lunch, it's kind of, let's try to use up some of these leftovers in the fridge. And this is just a bean and rice that I put together. There's some whole beans, there's some refried beans, there's some rice. That's what I'm going to have for lunch. Some kids are going to have, that is a bone broth right there. And I added a little bit of this. I kind of feel like an idiot because I didn't even try this. A lot of the French onion dips that we have been like at parties and whatnot, they're sweet, and we don't like it at all. This is not sweet at all. It's very mild, and it's really good. So I just put a little bit in here to help use up some of this, and this is what I'm going to have. Again, some people are having broth, some people are just wanting fruit, others are it's a hodgepodge lunch over here today. So breakfast today was the pancakes that I had made a bunch of yesterday in another video. And then I have these sausages that we got from the food truck. This is a kid's leftover plate. I have coffee because, you know, coffee. So that's what we have for breakfast today. And then I'm going to try and use these to do a lunch. And we'll see how that works out. Okay, so for lunch I'm going to share with you my idea right now. We're going to kind of make a peasant's lunch is what I want to call it. I have some of these red potatoes that definitely need to be used up. Some leftover sausage, one sweet potato, and one butternut squash. And so, and some asparagus. So I'm going to take all this and we will see what it turns out to be. Here's how it turned out. I ended up not using the butternut squash because it's something my daughter can have. So we just left that aside for her. But in here are the leftover sausage, asparagus, potatoes, sweet potatoes, onion, and Lowry's. That's what's for lunch. Well, it is Saturday, and we are going to have a green salad for dinner. So in here is green salad, cucumber, and olives. We have some sunflowers to top it off with. Some mushrooms. I cut these up for me. And what else? Oh, we have this very expensive chicken. This took a stick of... It's expensive chicken. No wonder it's so good. This has a whole thing of melted butter, so I kind of made like a butter chicken. And these are $3 a pound chicken thighs that I needed a batch of. So, yeah, we're living the high life right now. So, it's a really good, it's very juicy, it's very tender. I just took a stick of butter, melted it, put a little in the bottom of the pan, then pour the rest over the top. I am not very good with seasonings, and I think the seasoning is going, or the seasoning here was pretty good if my daughter is to be trusted. I just did some salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and parsley. The cumin was for the taco salad that I made for tomorrow. That's all I used and put over the top. We're going to put that on the salads, and we're hungry. We had a lot of yard work that we were doing. So yeah, that's it for Saturday. And tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be pretty simple, and I have it already prepared. It's Mother's Day, so kind of just wanted a day of rest, to be honest. So, these are sour cream blueberry muffins with some zucchini in them. I filmed a video kind of meal prep that we've done, and you will probably see that here shortly if you haven't already. So that's what those are. They will be just breakfast tomorrow. We are not going to church due to still being contagious with the chicken pox, so we'll probably just have some muffins and some tea. My husband was so kind to pick some up, so that's pretty much what we've been living on for the last week and a half. So we'll just have some of that. We have some fruit, some more fruit, and just kind of have a lighter day. And then leftovers are going to be our lunch. I still have some bean and rice in the fridge from a video that I had started, but just due to being sick, it didn't get very far. So we have beans and rice to use up. We have a little bit of the beef broccoli still left that I want to make sure it gets used up. So that will be lunch. And then for dinner, I made a taco casserole that is in the refrigerator right now. My daughter won't be able to have it, but there will be plenty of chicken left over and other stuff. So she'll be able to do that pretty easily because the dinner has dairy in it. Okay, that's going to be it for this week's of what we ate and how we're... Ooh, it's a very neat watch. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. But thank you so much for watching, and here's what we're doing with what we have. And I hope it gave you some food inspirations. All the recipes that I have used will be left down below with any modifications that I made to it. I will try to note. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.